Why, hello, it's Christine. I wanted to make a video about all of the frequently asked questions that people have asked me, and I either have not been able to finish it, or something interrupts us, or if we're talking on the phone and the other person on the phone starts talking to someone else. To be honest, guys, I love you, but that is a pet peeve of mine. I would rather just talk to you later. I would rather hang up the phone on you, mom, and other people. But yeah, so I would just rather answer them all on a video. I'm losing my breath because there's something pushing on my lungs down there. I think it's an alien. Oh, these are the top 10 questions that people have been asking me throughout this pregnancy. I am feeling pretty great. I have had no issues. I've had no morning sickness, no cravings. I mean, there's just times when I'm hungry, and then I just go over and I just want to eat chocolate or something like that. But it's not a craving where I wake up in the night, I need this now. Some people have described to me, I'm like, that's pretty aggressive. But no, none of that has happened to me. At work, when I'm walking around, I forget that she's there, and then I'm walking around, I'm doing things, and I'm not even noticing that I need to watch out because I can't run into anything. I might hurt her, and I might hurt myself if I fall down or something. But that has been the gist of it. Everything has been so good. She's been so healthy. She's been growing properly. It's a girl, clearly. I am 39 weeks and 3 days. Well, we are, me and the little girl. So she can come any day now. Her due date is October 4th or 5th. That those numbers have been bouncing around between doctors a couple days now. So it'd be awesome if she came now, so that way Joshua could be here more often, since this weekend's gonna be pretty crazy with a homecoming. But whenever she comes, she comes. So yeah, that's that. She is the size of a watermelon at this stage, 7 pounds, 17 inches in length, I believe. And she's been very healthy the whole pregnancy. So I'm super excited. So excited to meet her. And yeah, that's that. Do I have any cravings? And I already answered that earlier, so we're just gonna bypass. If I have told you her name, then that's what it might be. But as of now, I'm not gonna say anything because it might change when she comes. I don't know. It's very possible that it could change by the time it happens. I love the name that we have now, but we never know. So it's up in the air. It's really weird that people ask this, but they do. Yes, she is a human being inside of me. Yes, she's not nothing. Guys, definitely yes. I think we've been ready for about a month now. With me and my planning lately, because of my spotty brain and pregnancy brain, which has been very aggressive with me, I did everything as quickly as I could. I tried to record everything as quickly and gather things. We don't want a lot of stuff. It's America, but we're doing our best to be frugal as possible because we don't need a ton of crap in this house. It's already small enough. So yeah, we are definitely prepared. I'm super excited. I mean, everything is kind of in this perfect little area here, and I'll let you know later, or I'll show you later. But yeah, it's crazy because Joshua, no guy, no, I guess, girl who has not been at this point yet, who has been pregnant, will ever understand the emotions and the things that kind of just come into your brain, come into your mind frame about what is happening to our bodies. We are creating a human being, from when that little thing meets the egg, it becomes a human. It doesn't just start when it leaves the body. That's what baffles me every time when I think about her growing, and then when we did the ultrasound, when we heard about the checkups, when I'm just doing more research about how she's growing. It is such an incredible thing that no one can understand. I can't make you or tell you, explain to you how the feeling is. So when a guy is just oh well, it's pregnancy, I don't think any guy should kind of disregard or kind of push aside how a girl is feeling when it comes to pregnancy. Some girl, like, I can't even explain what's going on, but like, we are creating life, and it's not me. Like, God put this into my body. So I don't know. Every time I think about it, it just makes me feel so pleased and so blessed and so honored that, like, I am a vessel. Like, I'm not a boy and I'm a girl, and this can happen. So I mean, that's it. Like, I'm just so excited about what is happening in my body, and that she's happy and she's healthy. And yeah, so that's that. What I like least about pregnancy is rolling out of bed in the morning, because I have to use Joshua as an anchor, and like, he's a very large person, so grabbing onto him, I can base, I don't know, but it's very hard to roll myself out of bed because I can't roll onto her and then leaning up, like, since, you know, our body has been resting throughout the night. It's very difficult. Like, I should do some warm-ups before I get up. Why have I just started thinking about this now, like, towards the end? But yeah, that's about it. The mornings. Oh, and I guess I would also, it's like a very close second, but very close to being like, it's not a big deal, like how my body has been looking. I am not large, but I'm very poofy, and but, you know, I've been doing my best to keep active and keep walking around. So I'm told that I hold her very well, and I look great, and that I look so cute. And when people tell me this, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. But I'm like, I don't really know how to gauge that, because I've never done this before. And at least they're not saying I look huge, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, what's wrong with you? Not to be insensitive to anyone else who has had an issue, like with preeclampsia or anything, if that has been turning out bad, but I just feel blessed. So other than that, I think I'm fine. I would have to say, for a guy who he tells me all the time, like, I've never held a newborn baby before, and I'm like, that scares me so much. But seeing him, like, on a day-to-day basis, how he interacts with other people, how he interacts with, like, children, if any, I think he's doing such an incredible job. He's been very supportive. He's been very cautious, I would say, as well, about like what he says or how he moves around me. He's definitely trying to be sensitive to like my needs. So if I say something, he is more of like open-minded rather than like, well, you're pregnant, babe. Like, towards the beginning of the pregnancy, like, it kind of was just like whatever. Like, he didn't mention too much about it. He didn't like touch my stomach. He didn't like talk to my stomach or anything. He wasn't too much excited. I think partially because we knew it was a girl. He wanted a boy. But as time went on, he started to, you know, just like develop more concern and consideration, which I feel like I kind of expected that from him. His whole behavior through this whole thing was a pleasant expectation of it from me, I guess, because I'm like, he's a guy. Like, how can he create this in his head of how he's supposed to feel? He kind of just like took it as he came, and he's doing an awesome job. He's gonna be an amazing papa. So we'll see how that all happens once you arrive. And last question that has not been asked, actually, but I threw it in there because I feel like it needs to be asked. What is my impression of her? Personality-wise, I guess I'm the only one who can say this. So I think she is a very I don't know how I came up with this, but every time I think about her, this is how it is. Like, I think she's very sweet. Like, she doesn't move around too much, but when she does, sometimes she's like doing gymnastics down there. I don't know what type of pirouettes she's doing, but she's doing a lot of it, and she's doing like one of these type stuff. But her jabs and kicks are never hard. I don't feel her flipping around. She's always been in the correct position ever since the beginning. She's never flipped into the breech position where her head is upward rather than downwards. We would always want the child to be, you know, ready especially towards the end, to come down head first. So she's only been flipping back and forth these two ways. So I don't know why, and it's not just a me thinking or hoping that she's sweet. I genuinely feel she is a very sweet little girl who's very active and very friendly. She's very quiet when she listens for her dad's voice, because like I think she knows his voice because of how she responds in my stomach. Like, once again, this is something that only I can explain to you. But she's very quiet when he's around, and I think it's just because she hears me more, so she's comfortable with me, but then she just like listens more to daddy. And then so I cannot wait to officially meet her and get to know her a little bit better. I've been reading books to her, so when she arrives, like, she is familiar with these books. So I don't know, I've just been doing some wacky stuff, but nothing out of the ordinary, and mostly just, I'm mostly in awe of everything that's happening. I'm never in a complaining mood, so if you ever see me in a complaining mood, I'm probably either joking or I'm hungry. But never complaining about the baby. So that's that. I'm super excited. Stay tuned for more information that I'm gonna be giving. But yeah, see, I like blink out all the time. Pregnancy brain.